Чим душ ворони до рідних душ, до жони, то не дощ і не гроза, то сльоза, вона у дальніх рукавах чумацького шляху, та, хто сповела, і та, яку люблю. У дальніх рукавах чумацького шляху, та, хто сповела, і та, яку люблю. Де зоря перед сном розмовляв з буском, стрімголов, як птахи клич, мчинемо. Літня ніч, бо в дальніх рукавах чумацького шляху, та, хто сповела, і та, яку люблю. У дальніх рукавах чумацького шляху, та, хто сповела, і та, яку люблю.
Hi rollers. So this song is called Niche Night, and it is performed by a band from Kyiv, Latex Fauna. A lot of you already know this band. I was putting a few songs of it before. I mean, like playing it for you, not really putting. But yeah, I wanted also to translate the text for you. It's a pretty unusual text, I would say. And it feels like it might be Ukrainian folk song. Like, might not be written by them. Good to see you all, guys. Feeling a little better, Rick. No, Nikki, the problem is I actually feel worse than yesterday and the day before yesterday. I'm not improving. But I'm taking a lot of, like, like treatment, you know, and it unfortunately doesn't help. Today my cough is worse. Today my my throat is also worse, and I was like working on it all day yesterday, and it didn't help. So it's a bit unfortunate. I'm still doing this stream because, you know, the fundraising should continue, and not only fundraising, I also want to hang out with you guys. I also wanted to do the stream with Jonathan Pierce for quite a while, and I said, dude, I'm not in the best shape, but if you're okay with this, let's do it today. So yeah, this is why we're doing the stream with Jonathan today. It's still gonna be a good one, believe me. I think my head is working, not the best, but still working. So this brain will be able to provide some content today. By the way, guys, if you did not notice, today I was exactly on time. The stream began exactly at 7 p.m. Ukrainian time. Are you alone today? Sofia Pilipenko. Hello, Sofia. Guys, this is Sofia, for who we raise funds at the moment. Let me see. Yeah, this is the fundraiser, the progress bar that you see on the screen. And no, I'm not alone today. Jonathan Pierce is going to join me in 53 minutes. But before that, I'm alone. How are you doing, Sophia? Rick, you need a piece of sea salt on your tongue every 20 minutes all day. Shuts down bacteria in the throat. Interesting. But I don't think I'm going to do that. But you understand what I'm talking about. Every 20 minutes all day. So it's like putting it there and holding until it just like how do you call that? You know what I mean. Until I swallow it. Oh wow, did we have a bod? Oh yeah. As we say in Ukrainian, прикольно. Dissolve. Thank you, Dana. That's a word that I didn't know. Розчиниться. Правильно? Dissolve. Розчинятися. If I'm not mistaken, I even know this word. As big as a flea. So just a tiny piece of salt and just put it there every 20 minutes. Interesting. Also, awesome opening track as usual. Another one for the playlist. Thanks. Thank you, Paklo, for the compliment. I really like that you guys like this song. Let me translate the text for you real quick, okay? So, the text is this. Where are you? Yeah, found it. Awesome. Rush swiftly, my black steed, to kindred souls, to my beloved. That's not rain, not thunderstorm, it's her tears. In the distant sleeves of the Milky Way, the one who cradled me and the one I love. In the distant sleeves of the Milky Way, the one who cradled me and the one I love. Where a star before sleep whispers softly with lilacs. Headlong rush like a bird's call, ride swiftly like a summer night. For in the distant sleeves of the Milky Way is the one who cradled me and the one I love. In the distant sleeves of the Milky Way, the one who cradled me and the one I love. It's an unusual song for this band, to be honest. Latex Fauna is usually is performing different music, but I really like this one. Doesn't hurt to try. Dan Perez says, yeah, the salt, why not? I'll try. Potato chips also work. Huh. I'm outside working, so I will be listening. Thank you, Paul Deveritz. Your sick voice makes it sound like an old mysterious fairy tale. Thank you, Donna. I know it went perfectly with it. So, guys, the patch on the raffle this week is this unique patch with a boar from the 214th Separate Assault Battalion of the Ground Forces of Ukraine, called OP4, Opposing Force. So OP for opposing, 4 for force. It's a pretty interesting patch, and this kind of diamond shape, but the roundy one, is something that I didn't see on any patches in the military. I got this one from the guys who we helped around 7.5 months ago. Hey, Robert Janasar. Never gonna
Raffle
run
tickets for rollers.
and desert you. Thank you for 6,000 hryvnia donation on the base. Hi Leah B. Hi Janie Dupont. Or Dupont. Dupont, probably. By the way, I forgot to say hello to everyone else. Sorry that I did not mention all the names, guys, but thank you for being here. What I wanted to do on this stream before Johnny joins us is to get the tickets for the patches, guys. Those tickets. Okay, so progress bar 1. I just need to switch. Let me take something here and put, yes, so link number 1 is going to be this one. And guys, we have a new small fundraiser, and it's a request for the net gun for 65th Brigade, 7th Separate Battalion. We are raising funds for the NAFO truck for them right now, and they heard about the net gun, and they asked for one because they also need it. And I said, no problem. It's not a big sum of money. It's like $472 for one net gun. We can definitely do it with rollers. So guys, I ask you to send your donations on this stream. Let's get to the standard $500 during the weekday stream today, and we have only a bit more than 2 hours for it. Please send your donations to my PayPal and buy tickets for this beautiful patch. But what I wanted to show you, the net gun. So net gun for 65th, here it is. Let me put the progress bar on the screen instead of that doubled progress bar. Guys, ideally I should not be streaming today, right? That's what you usually advise to me when I'm ill. But I just cannot allow myself not to raise funds when I still can. I can speak, right? So that means I can keep working, and our guys are dependent on us, and they are waiting for that support to be provided in time. And not only I wanted to say not only guys but gals, right? Since right now we're raising funds for the car for Sophia, so our defenders, they need our support. So please support these fundraisers, send your donations, and with those donations buy the tickets for the awesome patch of the 214th Separate Assault Battalion called OP4. Help me, make this time productive. It's not only it's not only I am who is working on these streams, it's also you guys. So thank you so much for being Those salt of the earth people. What the fuck is a net gun? Is that a gun that actually fires a net to take down FPV drones in close encounters? Exactly, yes. Hello, Jubra. Yarek, you are a champion for working while you are sick. Thank you. But we need to get some result from it. Yeah, exactly, Jubra. That's the gun. We already had... we actually provided 6 units with it, and I have the report, sorry, not 6 units, 7 units and 8 guns. First 2 guns went to 1 unit, to Black Sheep, Fuzzy's unit, and then we provided Chimera, Blackbeard Group, Kraken, no wait, Kraken is among the last ones, Psycho, Shkval from the 5th Assault Brigade. Who else am I forgetting, guys? And lately we provided the one for Kraken and for... shit, I already started forgetting. Of course I can check all of it, but if I will go and try to find it right now, I will just what? Lose more time, and I need to work on donating the money. We still have no donations on my PayPal, guys. Let's fix this. Oh my god, fix this. Let's fix this. Thank you, Terrence, for the compliment. Great stream this week with Anna P. It was actually last week, technically, but yeah, I know what you mean. Like, if we take the last 7 days, it was this week. Hey Rollers, good to see you all. Rick, hello. Pyrocurt, Wolves? Wolf is from Kraken. What other wolves are you talking about? Silver Earth. By the way, hello to you. How you doing? By the way, hello Gato Negro. We have the first donation, $25 from Kai R. It says next. Hi Rick, for the car, I look forward to Jonathan Pierce. I always hear him on my way to work, and I hope you get better soon. Thank you very much. I really am hoping to get better soon, because tomorrow I am like, whatever condition I'm in tomorrow, I'm visiting the concert of Kurhan Yahrehat, one of my favorite bands in Ukraine. Is going to be on that Atlas Festival that begins tomorrow here in Kyiv. And tomorrow is the first day, and there's going to be my favorite band there. So I should be there, and I will be there. I'll try to not infect too many people. Gonna be careful. I think I'll wear a mask. Ah, shit. And yeah, I just want to witness that, because I missed so many concerts in the last. Da Vinci Wolves. No, by the way, Silver Earth, thank you for mentioning them. We did not provide them with the net gun yet. I need to ask them if they, and I'm sure they would need one, but so they will create a jar and will raise funds for them. That's really cool. Thank you for reminding me about them. And I need to ask Alexander how they are doing. It's Alexander, right? I guess so. Yes, it's Alexander. Or Fuzzy. Fuzzy, I already mentioned Fuzzy. Lurking for now, off to an appointment. Thank you, Nikki. So guys, we have a second donation, $11 from Terence Salva. Take care of yourself and your family, Rick. Slava Ukraini, and for a free Krim. Thank you very much. So guys, we raised $36 and we need 500. Please donate and let's get there. Thank you. I also need to remind you that for the second part of the stream, I won't be able to be mentioning the fundraising, PayPal fundraising much, because I will be focused on conversation with JP, and I need to advertise the Nefer Truck campaign for his community, so we get more donations there. So if we can raise $500 on my PayPal in the next 40 minutes, it will be perfect. It's a hard task. Usually we don't raise that much in 40 minutes, but who knows? Maybe today someone has that extra few $100 donation that will speed it up and bring us to the goal. $20 donation from Curtis B, Pyro Kurt, the firework man. Slava Ukraini, here's another donation for you. The tickets for the patch, right? And Terence Salva, tickets for the patch for you too, right? And wait. Kai R, you also didn't tell me if you want the tickets. Please let me know. We have the fourth donation, Nikki Hill, $20. So guys, that brings us to $76. Still a lot of money to raise, but I'm sure we'll get there. If not, by the end, yes, Pyrocurt, Terence Salva, thank you, and Kai R will also get tickets, even if he doesn't reply in the chat. Anyway, Rick, for once, maybe you'll get focused. Go and donate 800 or $888 to the NAFA truck campaign that you have in Rollers Fund. So, guys, let's see. What do we have here? The nice Colucci sent me. Colucci sent me. It's not a receipt. It's not what I expected. Ну дивись, це не квитанція. Ти, якщо картою оплачував, то просто зайди в додаток банку та відкрий той платіж, і там буде можливість завантажити квитанцію, якщо так можна. Якщо готівкою платив, то тоді чек з нової пошти паперовий сфоткай, будь ласка, дякую. Yeah, so Colucci sent me the video report on the truck, guys. Well, it's a van, it's not a truck. But it's a pretty cool video report, and yeah, I missed seeing Colucci. I need to invite him to the stream. Okay, he sent me the receipt. Amazing. Awesome. Okay, what else does he send me? Give me a second. I'm messaging him. So, what do we have here? I missed the Ukrainian band Antitila when the re-invasion happened. Taras Topol, the singer, and all the band members joined the armed forces of Ukraine. Oh yeah, I know that, but they keep performing. I know that right now they are taking the leave from the army, or not serving in the army at all, or maybe serving as musicians. We also have this stuff happening in our army. I hope they survive to get back together after the war, if it ever ends. Yeah, Jubra, I think they actually are not like actively serving. I think they might be either serving in the rear somewhere, or what? Sorry, I got distracted by Colucci once again. Sorry for that. So guys, what I say? I saw they were given some concerts, and if I'm not mistaken, it was even abroad. So they went on a tour abroad and brought some money for the armed forces of Ukraine. Some of our Ukrainian musicians who serve in the army, they have these, how do you call them? Special like conditions when they can just take a leave and raise funds for Ukrainian army, and that's understandable. It's also a pretty good cause that helps the army a lot, not only serving somewhere in the infantry or as an FPV pilot or a driver or anything else. Kai R, Rick, yes, I would like the tickets, please. Sorry, forgot to write it. No problem. Thank you. And guys, we still have $76 raised, but we need 500. Please donate. This is the patch on the raffle this week, a pretty unique one up for Ukraine. My nails are pretty like okay today. I finally dealt with them, so nothing like I can show you. I can show them to you. Taras's wife's home was badly damaged at the recent drone strike. Oh shit. Yeah, that happened. That can happen to anyone. Okay. Let me think. Hello, Keith Kane, by the way. Hello, Rick and Rollers. Hope everyone is doing good. I'm lurking and working. Awesome. Okay. So, the thing that I needed to start doing like 15 minutes ago. NAFO truck. Updated list. Okay. Any patch, drone patch, Bosch patch. Any patch. So Nikki Hugh, thank you for sending me the list. I'll begin with your list and the list of Robert Janosar, they differ, but I'll begin with your list and just then continue with the names I have there. So Fragden Schizo is gonna get the patch first. Hello Rachel, how you doing? If you can send something today, please do. I mean the donation, because today we're still on $76 of the 500 that we need to raise today. So yeah, there's still a lot to raise. So anyone, if you can send anything, $10, $5, $20, whatever you can, please send it now, because ideally we need to reach 500 in the next 33 minutes. Hello Lynn, how you doing? Raffle, yes, this is the patch on the raffle this week. Up for Opposing Force, it is called. I mean, it is de-abbreviated. Let's begin with Fragden Schizo. Giancarlo gotta get the patch, and I got one more donation. It's from Rachel from USA. 2 tickets, please. Thank you very much, Rachel. You reacted almost instantly to my request. Thank you. $96. That's what we raised so far, guys. Let's get there. Let's get to 500. Still a long way to go, but I know you. I know myself. I know us. We'll deal with it. Okay, so let's go. This campaign. This campaign, by the way, is almost reaching 39,000 by the end of the week, but unfortunately 69 Sniffer Brigade told me that they're not going to be able to provide an additional truck, because they simply don't have the trucks in Estonia left, and they need to buy the new ones, and they're not going to be in time for the handover event, which is going to happen in the end of this week sometimes. So unfortunately I could not get one more truck for the guys. So 1 truck is going to be delivered this week, and 2 trucks if we close the campaign, if we raise the whole sum of money by the end of the, by the middle of the next month. So like in next month, so maybe less, because they usually, sometimes they don't have that big of a gap between 2 weeks. Lynn Thigpen. Hi Rick, I am missing my membership now. Am I missing my membership now? Oh no. Or what does the gray color writing mean? Yeah, you're missing your membership on YouTube. And Yeah, that's what it means. So guys, right now we already reached 56%, as you can see here. It's a pretty good result, but we've been doing it more than a month now. It could be faster. So ideally, we at least need to keep the same pace, but the pace slowed down significantly in the last 2 days. So I really am hoping that ATP Geopolitics community will boost this fundraiser today, and they're going to be interested in the patches. But I also probably need to, I don't know, collaborate even more. We'll see. I don't know how to boost it up significantly. Anyway, let me start getting the patches. First of all, I need to switch to US dollars. Oh my god, $116 for one patch these days. That means we're gonna get only 7 patches today, because that's the amount of money. Oh my god. That's how many we can get for the amount of money that I have on my PayPal. Let's see what it is. It's $888.45. So we're gonna go 116 after 116 dollars. Sorry, I'll take this sucking pill for my throat because it hurts, and I just need to kind of pain kill it a bit. Okay, $116 PayPal. I think it's going to be a separate window. And what about, no, I forgot something here. Write us a comment. I'm not going to be writing comments even. You will see the donations on donor walls anyway. Okay. PayPal. Now I'm connecting my PayPal. It is like connecting the PayPal to be able to donate. Guys, the flow of donations stopped. We're still at $96, and ideally we need to get to 500 today. So please donate to my PayPal if you can. Thank you. This is going to be very helpful and energizing for me. By the way, guys, you see that the progress bar for the net gun for 65th Brigade has updated for 3,000, and I assume it's Robert Jonesar who donated to this campaign. Thank you very much, Robert. Oh my god, really? A password? Of course the password doesn't match, for fuck's sake. As always, I'm updating this. Okay, it worked. I don't think I'm gonna need to suffer more. Almost done. Good. Not like I'm suffering much, right? So guys, first patch. $116. Getting it for Fragged and Schizo. Donating now. And you will see the web page updating and showing thank you for your donation. Yeah, you see? Thank you for donating to 69th Sniffing Brigade. And I just donated. And it created a donor account that I did not need. Or do not need, you know what I mean. Okay, so now I just need to check my email and redirect the email from Help99 to Fragged and Schizo first. By the way, yeah, I got it. I got the email. Now donating it to, not donating, but redirecting it to Fragged and Schizo. Giancarlo, if you're watching this and recording, please confirm that you got an email. Okay, I need to find your email first, right? Yeah, but I actually have it here. Great. Awesome. So, email redirected. It's done. Giancarlo, check. Nikki, if you can put a check in that list, thank you. Next in the list, Lila, but Lila is getting a patch from me personally. I cannot do it here, so proceeding to the next name, Kenty Ludden or Luden. Okay, Kenty. Wait, is Kenty still in the list? I don't see Kenty in this list, in the list of Robert Jonosar. I wonder. If he already got the patches. I don't see him among the people who already received the patches. Okay, then Miriam is gonna be next, and I'm gonna get back to Kenty a bit later. By the way, guys, we have a donation. We have $50 from Hillary P. Special prayers for anyone suffering injuries from Russian aggression. May they be blessed and heal soon. Please send confirmation you got this. Then thank you for the package. Thank you very much, Hillary. Thank you, Dubsy Debster, for $2 super chat with Free Azov. Free Azov is very important to me. By the way, guys, I just sent $50 from upstate New York. Thank you very much, Garnet Zone. And yeah, it's you whose donation I mentioned. Would you like the 5 tickets with your donation for the raffle of this beautiful patch with a boar on it from 214th Battalion, Assault Battalion, actually. Here it is. Yeah. I work in a hotel and some young Russian guests warned me to work on my Ruski. Oh my god. Yeah, fuck them. They always demand everyone in the world to speak Russian. For fuck's sake. Beautiful patch. It is. So guys, please buy more tickets. I got one more donation. It's from Wella, $20 for the fundraiser. 1 ticket to me, 1 to Rollers. Thank you. So that means we went to $166. We raised 166. That means we still need to raise $333. Come on, guys, we can do this. Ideally in the next 21 minutes, but hard. I understand it's hard to raise it that fast. Yes. No, that's okay. So you don't need the tickets for Garnet Zone. You don't need the tickets for the patch, right? If I understood you correctly. Sorry. Meant to tag you, Cheryl, on my last message. Okay. My Ukrainian ex was Russian speaking, so unfortunately I know more Russian than I do Ukrainian. I was a Russian speaker myself before. the beginning of the full-scale invasion in the 2022, but I completely switched to Ukrainian and of course to English when I work with, like, on my channel and meet my foreign friends here in Ukraine. I speak English, but with Ukrainians I speak only Ukrainian now. Ukrainian is harder for me, Dubsy Debster says. Yeah, it's more harder language. Sorry, more harder? It's like, yeah, a harder language. Okay, break focus. So Miriam was requesting any patch, so we're gonna get one for Miriam. Let's see what I need to do, and I need to do it quickly. Let me completely focus on it, okay? So, hello, Rick. Everyone just got up. Hello, Graham. How you doing? Pride is power. Hell yeah, bro. Pride is power. It's not only about the pride, it's about being the carrier of your own language. Because if you will not be using your language, it will extinct someday. So, yeah, there is a problem with that. Okay, so now I'm sending another donation to our Nefertra campaign to get the patch to Miriam this time. By the way, let's update it and see that the sum has updated. Not here yet, but here should be updated. It's another browser now showing it to you. It should be plus 100 euros. Yes, exactly, plus 100 euros. And for some reason, I was not displayed on the donor wall. I wonder why. Adrian, thank you so much for the 50 gifted memberships. Man, I appreciate it a lot. I lately... Oh, shit, guys. We have also a huge donation on PayPal from Adrian. He sent $333 saying, tickets, please. Half for me, half for Rollers. Herojem Slava. Thank you so much, man. You got us to our goal. Only $1 left to raise, and I don't even need to count it in. But if you guys, if you guys are if you guys still have the means to donate, please do. It will be awesome to go over the goal. Always will be awesome to go over the goal. So let's do it. We're on $499 right now. Adrian, hugs to you, my friend, and thank you. Thank you for this donation and for 50 gifted memberships. You dropped 2 bombs here. That's really cool. Thank you. Yay, I'm green again. Thanks, Adrian. Garrett T says. Wowzers. Yeah. That's a lot of people receiving. Hey, by the way, Adrian received a gift membership from Adrian. I didn't know that you can buy gifted memberships for yourself too. Oh my god, guys, this is something new, something interesting. Tell me, how the hell did that happen? That's so cool. Okay, so everybody has a plan, especially Russia. Oh yeah, Russia's plan is very well working, I would say. And savage, cruel, yeah, but fucking working. Wow, Adrian. GG, awesome, Adrian. Adrian, thank you. Yeah, Rollers really appreciate this rain of memberships. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you once again. So, guys, I need to go and donate. Why didn't I appear on the donor wall? I don't know. By the way, guys, new Jake Bros campaign started. Let's see if it will help us get some more traffic in our campaign, or it will just instead put the eyes of people only on one campaign, because ours is like number 9 right now, you see here. But it's good that Jake's campaign started. That means more trucks and drones for the units, and this is always good. And you know what, in my opinion, people will really go through this page, and they will go through this page and see the other campaigns, and they will like our patches, and they will also contribute to this campaign. So I am hopeful. I am really hopeful. So my donation is not displayed on the donor wall, but I did not make it anonymous. So I wonder why the hell. Maybe later? I know that could be the delay. But anyway, if needed, I can provide you the screenshots that I made the donation. Anyway, you've seen the sum of money updating for exactly 100 euros. So, yeah, let's go and send one more. Donate. Dollars 116. So let me actually 116 by 7 multiplied by 7. It's $812. Yeah, so 7 patches I can get today. Okay, let's go. Write us a comment, display your donation. You see, I did not press this one. Display your donation and comment on the donor wall. So this is why the previous one was not displayed there. I also don't see it. Here it is, guys, the check mark here. So, yeah, now I did it. No worries, you're welcome, Rick. Hope the sickness goes away fast. Thank you. I really hate to be sick at summer, and hate to be sick at all, but it seems to be some kind of virus, because my immune system was pretty good lately and was not I was not getting ill often. I also got vaccinated. It was in autumn last year, and I oh, by the way, JC, good to see you. How you doing, Jim? Oh shit, I've blown away the patch. But I need to make donations, guys. I have only 12 minutes left. Let's do it. Display a donation and comment on the donor wall. Next, PayPal. PayPal. And what do we have here? PayPal balance. Donate now. And the page will update and say thank you for donating to 69 Sniffer Brigade. By the way, this is another proof that I made that previous donation, even though I was not displayed on the donor wall. By the way, guys, we got one more donation. It was $100. Thank you so much. Raffle tickets, half for me and half for rollers. It's from Brian R. once again. Thank you, Brian. That brings us to $599 raised on PayPal today, plus the additional $120 from Robert Jonassar on the base, and that's already it's 700. It's $719 approximately, if we take both base and how do you call that thing? You know, PayPal. Yeah. So, yeah, guys, this one says, thank you for donating to 69 Sniffer Brigade. I can now update this page, the donor box one, and we should see my donation here. No, it's still not appearing here. I don't know why the hell, but I donated here. You can see it. Anyway. And the sum of money updated. That's the most important thing. It was 279, now it's 379. Okay, now let's go and donate once again. No, I need to redirect the email. There. Okay, so yeah, it's this one. I need to redirect this one to Miriam. I'm gonna do it right now, real quick. Oh, my nose. It's not that bad, by the way, guys. I'm not sneezing. Usually my sickness goes with a lot of sneezing, but this time, for the 4th day, I'm sick and I'm not sneezing. I don't have nausea, right? You have it, you call it nausea? how the hell do I say that word? Or nausea? I doubt that. Okay, forwarding this message to Miriam. Miriam gets the patch also from Rollers Fund Rollers. It's done. Next one is gonna be Big Jim. Big Jim, drone patch, awesome. And drones we trust, I guess this one. Okay, so Big Jim, I gotta have your email here somewhere too. Let me find it real quick to redirect it to you. Here it is. Okay, I need to go and make another donation. Press and donate. Choosing dollars. Choosing $116 for one patch. Dedicate. Write us a comment. Display a donation. Comment on the donor wall. Patch for Big Jim. Next. PayPal. Okay. Donating. And it should be done now. So it should be 479 there. It was Jonathan Pierce asking me, is everything okay regarding the tech side? And I said, yeah, it's okay. Okay, so this was Big Jim. I mean, a patch for Big Jim, right? So here it is. Thank you for donating to 69 Sniffer Brigade. You can see it on the screen. Rick, nightly bombing, lack of sleep, compromised immune system, getting sick. Yeah, Brian, you're right. That's how it works. So Ukrainians are more exposed to viruses than other people since we live in a war zone. By the way, guys, if any of you have the means to buy the memberships today, I will really appreciate it. Moving not so bad right now, but a bit below the average. I mean, according to my analytics on YouTube. But yeah, sometimes I need to remind you. I shouldn't do this. Sounds pathetic, but you know, I'm a bit anxious person, so I'm a bit anxious about that income. This is why I'm reminding you. Sorry, I apologize for that. Thank you. Anyway, so it should be 479. No, not updated yet. Well, come on. Update. Anyway, I think I got the email. Let's see. Yes, I got the email redirecting it to Big Jim. And it's done. It's been redirected. Next one. Who do we have there? Denan, thank you for 1 gifted memberships. Thank you very much. So, next in the list, who do we have there? We have Lynn S. Awesome. Lynn S. Borscht patch. Great. Lynn. I gotta find Lynn's email. Already found it. Great. That's gonna be 4th patch today. Let me update the page once again to see if we already have the last donation counted in? Yes, it's counted in. You see now it's finally displaying here. From the 3 donations, we have 2 displayed. Yaroslav Nehmatulin. So here all of it is. Rachel, thank you very much for 5 gifted memberships. Paul Good Deberts, thank you very much for 10 gifted memberships. I appreciate it. Oh, shit. Okay, so. Rick, focus. Okay, I see Nikki already corrected. Started correcting her message. Yes, Fragden Schizo got 1, Miriam and Big Jim, and now Lynn S. My friend, thank you. Paul, once again, thank you for 10 gifted. Rachel for 5, Danan for 1, and Adrian for 50. Once again, thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Gotta run. Have an amazing day, night, all. Thank you, Rachel. You have a great rest of your day, and see you on Sunday. Updated list. Yes, Big Jim should be marked. Okay, Rick, focus. You need to go back to your campaign and donate the 4th one. Make the 4th donation, I mean. Okay, Rick, got it. Let's do it. You see, it is updated much later here on the Help 99 page than it's updated on the donor box page. So it's useful to have that one. Badge for Lynn S. Next, PayPal. JC, thank you very much for 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate it, man. Guys, JC, as you can guess from his oh my god, how do you call that? User picture. He's a Canadian. Okay, making 4th donation. Okay, it's going pretty productive right now. Only 3 left to make. And this is the 4th one completed. You see the screen updated. JC supported a few of our NAFO truck campaigns with big sums of money. Thank you, JC. Thank you for chipping in and helping us get to the goal. He also contributed to this one, guys. Okay, so what am I doing here? I am trying to keep being productive and focused. The sum of money should update now, but maybe later. Yeah, a bit later. Let me then redirect email right now. The email is here. Okie doke. Forward. Okay. JP told me 1 minute. Okay, got it. And I have $10 donation on PayPal from Paul Deberets. Taking a small break from working. Ticket, please. Get well soon, Rick. Thank you. Thank you very much, Paul. Okay, redirected this one to Lynn. Next thing to do. JP said 1 minute. Oh shit, I better connect to him already and make the last 3 donations there a bit later. But no, actually I need to do it right now, maybe later. I'm not sure. Fuck. The main thing, I redirected that email. Okay, Lynn S is also check. Nikki, thank you. Next one in the list is Cheryl. Cheryl needs a Patriot patch. Awesome. Cheryl, you're gonna have your Patriot patch. Next. Let me see. No, you see the sum of money is still not being accounted. It's bad because, I mean, but delays are still not so long here on Donor Box, so not a big deal. Okay, another donation. This one will go to Cheryl. Cheryl, where are ya? don't see you here. Huh. Let me check. Okay, I should have your email here. Yes, amazing. Okay, JP, it seems that JP is ready. Just going live now, he said. Okay, then I'm connecting to him. But let me finish with this donation. This is gonna be the one, and then just 2 to make, and that's all. So write us a comment. Badge for Cheryl. Display the comment and donation. $116. Next, PayPal. And yeah, this one is almost done. Okay. The donation is being made right now. Oh, Mr. Kaplan, I missed your $50 super chat. Thank you so much. Greetings from Finland. Slava Ukraini. Героям слава. Thank you very much. Sent 5 gifted memberships. Wella, thank you very much for 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate it, guys. Hello, Sally Luz. Rick, hope you're able to rest well tomorrow and are able to fight off this illness. Sorry I'm late. I'll catch up soon. I'll go to the festival tomorrow, so I don't think technically I will be resting, but at least my soul will be resting, right? So yeah, guys, you see this donation has been made. Let me just redirect the email to Cheryl. Forward. Cheryl, check your email. It should be there already. Okay, guys, so we raised, on PayPal, we raised $609. Good job. Thank you. We reached the goal, so I'm not going to be pushing you to any other goal. Just want to ask you to donate anything if you can donate, okay? Thank you. But, you know, there's always some extra that needs to be raised. Always. Like, there are no too much money, you know. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to join Johnny. Give me a minute. I'll do it this way. He says, "Where are you?" He seems to be panicking or something. Okay. No, he's just... What? Sorry, guys. Accept all cookies. Okay. Microphone. Hello? Oh, no, that's a different microphone. Camera should be this. And audio should be this. Check, 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 check. I wonder if it is working fine. We'll see. Yes, I think it should be working. I mean, it's just showing a low level. Rick. Guys, I'm joining Johnny.
To Cheryl, who is all his Rick. Hey, there you are, my man.
Hello, Johnny. Good to see you. Long time no see.
Hey.
How you doing?
You are not very well today. Is that right?
I'm what? Sorry.
You said you weren't very well to me earlier on WhatsApp. You sound okay to me.
You can hear it by my voice, probably. Yeah, I have this. I don't know what is it, a flu, a virus, a COVID. I'm gonna do a test tomorrow morning. Ordered some portable test, you know, and I cannot get over it in 3 days. Yesterday I felt better. I felt shitty yesterday, but better than today. Today it's even worse. So
you need to drink tea, a good Yorkshire tea from a NAFO mug. I was saying, like, in honor of your campaign, I've got my NAFO mug out with my patches. So cheers, mate.
Cheers. I'm drinking water for now.
What's the Ukrainian word for cheers?
Budьмо.
Budjmo.
You've probably heard this one already, right?
Probably, but my memory is like a sieve. So how have you been, Rick? It's been quite a long time since we chatted.
Yeah, and I wanted to have more like common activities with you. But it's sometimes hard to catch you, Johnny. And like, no offense taken.
I am just insanely busy. It just I have so many platforms and people contacting me and people complaining that I don't give them enough time and whatnot. And like literally, I don't give my children enough time.
Oh,
like
shit.
someone else on the internet, I'm not going to be able to devote more time than you than my own children. So I'm sorry, guys. But anyway, yeah. So I was crazy busy. Sorry, Rick.
No worries, man. No need to apologize. I understand how it is. I'm not as popular as you, but I I also know that feel, bro. So give me a second. I'll put you on the screen on my stream, on my end, because I want rollers to see you too, not just me. So just
I don't know that. I don't know that's a wise thing to do, to be honest, Rick. I'm no oil painting. But there you go. I'll tell you what, Rick. I'm feeling quite bellicose, which is a posh way of saying warlike.
What's
Because
that?
I'm feeling it's a word bellicose. It comes from the Latin bellus or belly or whatever for war, means war. So if you're bellicose, it means you're quite warlike. And I'm not really a war person, apart from this war in Ukraine has made me more bellicose. My days of pacifism now, I think pacifism is great until you have a just war, and I think this is very much a just war that's going on. But but I have taken to spending a little bit, because these aren't cheap, right? But I did recently, last year actually, spend a bit of money on this gun, and I'm going to show you a gun.
Ooh,
And
nice.
this is quite the thing. This is a bug assault weapon. Assault, ASALT, assault, as in it fires salt, table salt. And you put, it's fly time this time of year. It's the middle of summer. It's pretty warm. There are flies around. So I've just spent the last quarter of an hour waddling around my kitchen, trying to shoot flies. And do you know what? I do quite enjoy that. I'm sorry if you people feel sorry for flies, but I do like shooting a fly.
Does it work like a shotgun? I mean, like the spread is pretty big, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you want to get like that far away from it, really, from a fly, which you can. Like you can move up and then
it works.
Just all that salt, just it is a good investment.
Yeah, I mean, like on one hand it's great. On the other hand, when I understand that these are the living creatures, and it's not the same as watching Russian being decapitated by Ukrainian FPV drones. You know, it's much more painful for me.
Very, ow, yeah. Ow. I saw and I don't like I don't show violent videos on my channel.
I also
for two reasons. One, because it gets censored, right? So it's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
But two, because I don't want to glorify violence, and war is horrific, and these are human beings. And I know you might feel different, but I feel that Russians they're doing terrible things, right?
Yeah.
And totally unjustified. But I see Russians often as complete victims as well, as in they are victims in a long-term disinformation brainwashing campaign where they're dehumanizing Ukrainians horribly. So that is horrible. But actually they are a product of all that has happened in their lives up to then, which you then start looking at the Russian state and saying, right, this is all just a horrific campaign by the state against Ukraine, and these people are the pawns, the victims in that game.
You see, I actually agree with you, and I can see it in those interviews with Russian prisoners of war. I can see that many of them are just victims of the system, and they were not given any chance to have a good life in Russia. And Russia, with everything in their country, are forcing them to just go and die there, capturing our territory. So yeah, I can totally relate to your perception of them as victims, and as living things. To be honest, it's also not given me any like real satisfaction watching that shit. But Madjar lately has been posting so-called Yoblik Dня, which is like the word Yoblik is impossible to translate, but that's how he calls it's like a swearing word in Ukrainian, and the same is in Russian. It something has to do with like, okay, whatever. So he says he calls that occupiers Yobliks, and he is like the Yoblik of the day, is posting the video every day of how the birds of Madjar are like, to be pretty direct, decapitating another Russian occupier, and it's a super graphic video. But, and to be honest, I would not like to watch it, but I still go and watch it because, first of all, well, in my life I can see anything, like considering that it's war in Ukraine. And I may end up like being hit by a missile, or someone next to me might be hit by anything, right? And that's first thing. Second thing is I may end up there on the front line someday. You never know. So these two things are making me feel the need to get prepared to such pictures, to such horrors, because I may witness it with my own eyes, and I will have to act in such situation. I should not freeze. I should act because my life will depend on it. So, and the life also of the people who might be in that situation. If someone of my loved ones will be wounded, I gotta be prepared to see all the horrors of the bad injury, right? And I need to be prepared. This is why I'm watching these videos. That's first thing. Secondly, I understand, for us Ukrainians, we have suffered already so much from Russians that we want to see at least some revenge. We want to see at least some of them getting what they deserve. That's the second side of it. How horrifying it is from 0 to 10 for you, Johnny?
Well, so what I was going to go on to say, actually, and speaking of the Magyar's videos, I've seen a few of his recently. One where an FPV drone landed next to a Russian soldier lying in the grass, literally next to his head, so that this guy's head looked into the eyes looked into the FPV drone, and then I think it just blew up. You're like, how scary is that? Where you're lying down and the drone it doesn't come and ram you; it just softly lands next to you, and you're like, yeah, my life's over. That must be horrible. But I don't know if the one you're talking about, decapitation, and this is a horrible subject. I'm sorry for the listeners, but it's kind of like, it is important to talk about this stuff, all aspects of war. This is war, right? Yeah. I was watching a video the other day, and it's the single worst video I've seen in the whole of this war, and I've seen some horrific stuff that scars you, right? And it was one, I don't know if you've seen this, where they're driving on a quad bike, and it's a guy sitting on the back that has a body cam or a head or a helmet cam, and the guy in front of him is driving, and a drone comes and blows up the guy in front, literally just there, right? And his entire head and shoulders are blown off, like just blown off. And it's the most horrific thing, one of the most horrific things I think I've ever seen. And you just, when you see something like that, like on the one hand, it's horrific, and I don't want to see things like that. But on the other hand, we also need to understand what war is. And when we talk about statistics of people every day dying, about 1,190 people this morning being killed or injured, we need to understand what that means and what it entails. And so that, like, it's a double-edged sword for me, which is like, it's horrific. I don't want to see that. But in some sense, I do need to understand the idea of war.
Yeah, you're right. And it also helps us to face the reality. We understand how bad and cruel the reality is. This way we can actually understand war more. So I totally agree with you on this. Johnny, so you asked me what's been going on, and I did not tell you, right? First of all, man, I never had a chance to thank you for that amazing campaign, the Nefer Truck campaign we did together with you. Like, thank you in person. It was a blast. Oh, yeah. Live long, prosper, and donate. And let me show yours. Don't show it yet.
Well, this is our joint one. I am showing that, which was pretty damn cool. Thank you so much to all the people involved with designing this, Chris and JR and your guy as well. Is it Andreas? Yeah, that's what's on my mug of tea as well. Check that out. Yeah.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Nice cup you have there. Mug, sorry. Sorry that I'm chewing a bit. Just taking the mad for my throat.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, that was really good to work together on that campaign, and you got to see the vehicles off as well, which is fantastic. I think, didn't you? You were there for that one. Is that right?
Yeah, of course. I'm basically I just missed 2 handovers in the last almost 2 years.
Right.
So, and that was of course, when we are handing over the trucks from our campaigns, I'm always there, or yeah, something of course may prevent me from going there. But I handed over those 4 trucks that we raced for together with you and Roman Trochemet. And there were the guys from... Guys, who were they? They were the guys from, first of all, we can go back and check. Maybe you remember, Johnny. The 26th Artillery Brigade. These are the first guys. Remember that?
Yeah.
They got 2 trucks from us.
Yes, and there was a black truck as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, 1 black, 1 green. I'm looking for their patch here at my table. Let me give me a minute. I want to show it. Of course, there's also one on my board, but yeah, here it is. Johnny, did 69 Sniffing Brigade send this one to you?
No.
I need to give this one to you then, because...
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, this one, and also the 93rd Brigade. Man, I need to also send you this patch, because that's what I got from them there on the handover event. Холодный Яр.
Oh, sweet as well. Like, I've got some space on my display that I need to put up here. So, that would go nicely there. I would absolutely love that, Rick. Yeah, I'll send you my address and send you payment for sending those over.
No, yeah, thank you. I wanted to say no worries. But yes, these 2 patches, and there was also... Oh my god, the patch... Oh my god, the 3rd unit was... Da Vinci Wolves. Right? It was...
Oh, wow.
They have this unit in Da Vinci Wolves. Unfortunately, I still don't have this extra patch. But, or to be honest, I had 2 of them. One, you see, I placed it on my board. And the second one I raffled, and one of the rollers got it. But I'm going to ask them for... You know what? I'm going to send you mine and ask them for 1 more for me. So you definitely got to have the patches from all 3 units. Okay, so
I'll give you a nice donation to your NAFO campaign for that, and do
no worries. No worries, my friend. I sorry that I was slacking on it. I wanted to do it for a long time now. But putting it here for now, we'll definitely send this one together with these 2 patches to you, my friend.
It's exciting.
So
I need to make sure I've got some of our patches as well, and some of your patches. So I need to work out a way of somehow getting those to people that do maybe some fundraising contact me somehow, and I'll get you some things. I don't know. I've got spare patches to send as well.
Are you talking
I'll have to think about that.
about the patches from campaign, the owl one?
Yeah, from our campaign. Yeah.
I also have
got a load of them.
I also have some of them. Well, I usually, since I go to those free Azov rallies and meet a lot of interesting, inspiring people, or invite people to my coffee shop streams, I usually gift some of those patches to them. So I found a way to give them out. Since you're not in Ukraine, it's much harder for you to give them out, right?
Yeah, exactly. Not many people come around my house to talk about Ukraine, just in a minute randomly. I'd love them to. I've got, and it's been there for got to be 2 years now. But in my front lounge window, facing the road, I do have a printed off Ukrainian flag, Ukrainian army flag, so people know whenever they ring on my door that Ukraine. So yeah,
that's really cool. Thank you. And
random question,
yes.
Rick. Sorry to interrupt.
No problem.
Just wondering, how old is Rick and JP2? Well, Sarah is rude to ask. I am 48 years young.
I am 34 years young.
There you go. There's the diamond information. Sorry, Rick. Carry on.
No, I was actually, we interrupted each other, so it was not like I was saying something. Thank you, Rick and JP from Mr. Kaplan here on my channel. Thank you, Mr. Kaplan. And what else? I also wanted to thank Nikki Hill for 10 gifted memberships. Maybe you have someone to thank for fan funding.
Well, I want to actually just say this live co-stream, it's not going to be a massively long one, but as in compared to, I know some of yours are very long, but for me this will probably be about an hour, and
same actually
then have to shoot. But this is going to be a sort of helping your campaign, your NAFO campaign, gather some momentum. I'm doing a Jigger Support campaign, but we're all in this together.
Yeah.
And so at this time, I'll just hand the platform over to you for your campaign.
Maybe I ask you to show it on the screen, the patches.
Yeah, I'm just about to.
Thank you. Thanks, man. So I will describe them, or kind of talk about them, about the patches, I mean. But before I do that, JP, tell me which one of these three is your favorite.
Of my patches that we did, like mine, yours, like these three.
Yeah, let's begin with them, but then go for my campaign, my current campaign.
Oh, sorry. No, yeah, that makes more sense.
No, but,
right,
but
your three. So
tell me.
No, it's fine. Let's have a look at. Let's have a look at yours here.
Okay. No
so,
problem.
this is Rick the Ukrainian 11th campaign. That's how many you've done for NAFO. Goodness me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you have a huge amount already raised for this, 36,179 out of 64,250. So that's a huge campaign you're running here, mate. No wonder you need some extra momentum there, because that's huge.
Yeah, man, we've been raising that for just a bit more than a month. It's a pretty good result, pretty good pace. But remember, our communities combined raised 80,000, even more than 80,000 in less than 4 weeks. It was in 3.5 weeks, man. So I really need the help of your community. Guys, ATP Geopolitics fans, Tippelin philosophers, we rollers need your help with this campaign. Yeah, please check the patches. So the one in the center, in my opinion, is the the central one in this campaign, because you see, first, without that part. So this patch in Drones We Trust, of course, it's a play of words, just like in God We Trust. In the dollar bill, right, there is that pyramid with an all-seeing eye. And you see, the all-seeing eye is different these days. The all-seeing eye is a camera of a drone. And there, in Donbass, they don't have pyramids, but they have something else, Johnny, and you have seen that. Do you remember what mountains, what pyramids we have in Donbass?
Well, you've got your spoilings heaps, your tailings heaps.
Yes.
mine slag heaps.
Yes, we call them Terracon in Ukraine.
Yeah, Terracon.
So this is the Terracon, and of course the all-seeing eye of an FPV drone, a weapon that changed the face of the battlefield forever. Now you guys have the chance to commemorate that ultimate modern weapon, and also, also the all-seeing eye, I think. If you trust in drones just like we Ukrainians do, you got to get this patch. I hope this was a pretty decent advertisement for it.
Yeah, good explanation.
Thank you.
Nice one. And you've got, of course, a bit of Baby Yoda thrown in as well, with some May the Borscht be with you. I've got a lot of time for Borscht. You see, I'm normally a vegan, right? Mainly I'm like a 90% vegan. But when I was in Ukraine at times, I did, try and stick to it, but it's quite difficult. And there are some decent borschts I've had over there with packed with all sorts of fun and games. It's the national dish really of Ukraine, and fabulous. So you got Baby Yoda chowing down on that, which is fantastic. And
which is the most how do you call that? The more mainstream patch among these three, okay? So this one is looking at many directions or aiming for many different tastes, I would say. But the borscht is the tastiest thing on this patch. So guys, if you ever tried Ukrainian borscht, you definitely gotta get this patch. And the third one, Johnny, you wanted to comment on the third one.
Well, but third one, obviously, Patriot system, which is super important and very topical at the moment, actually, given what the US is, or, there's so much to be said about what's going on with the Patriots. A little bit of news that we hear today is that the Swiss Patriots that have been ordered back in, I don't know when it was, 2020 or something like that, they've been put on hold, and Ukraine are going to get the prioritization there of Patriots. So, but then we're still unsure of exactly where these are coming from. So I presume they're going to be building Patriots, sending them out to Germany, and then Germany are going to be giving, for example, Germany are going to be giving Ukraine their hopefully PAC-3 Patriot systems that can take down ballistic missiles. But anyway, you got that one on your patch there. It's pretty important, Patriot.
Yeah, you should remember the collection of my patches, right? All those weapons as the tiers of the subscriptions on my channel and paid subscription platforms like Bradley. I probably gave you some of them.
I haven't got the Bradley, so I've got
Abrams.
The Abrams, and I've got the Ukrainian palm tree one.
I also had on the NAFA campaigns, I had HIMARS, I had Javelin, Bradley, Stinger, and now we got the Patriot. So it's actually the 6th patch in this collection, and there's only one left, and it's not a spoiler, it's going to be F-16 someday. I really hope that our F-16s will finally be used as needed, not for air defense, but for
offensively.
Yeah, for offense. It will be more beneficial for us and much safer for soldiers, because sorry, not for soldiers, but for pilots, because why we lost a few pilots of F-16s.
Yeah, shooting down the Shahed drones and getting the blast, really, or the debris from the drones taking out the F-16s. I think that's happened a couple of times, which is a real shame.
Yeah, it's it's such a stupid tragedy that could be easily avoided, and we lost at least 2 or 3 of our best pilots who were also leaders. They were moving the F-16 initiative forward, and they played a big role in making sure they arrive to Ukraine. They were advocating, they were really doing a lot. So, okay, Johnny, you got to tell me which one is your favorite of these 3.
Well, I don't know, actually. I like the fact that you have your own stylization there. You've got your own style that is consistent, and I do like that. and so that Patriot one does fit in well with your style and with your other vehicles. But I guess if you've got all those other vehicle ones, then maybe in Drones We Trust, then there's a bit of thought goes into that, as you were telling me, and I like that. So when we did the patches for our NAFO campaigns, a lot of thought went into the symbolism in them. So our first one, for example, was the 42nd Epistemology Battalion, which is that one there, and there's loads of symbolism all over that patch. That loads of thought went into every element of that, and I like that. So the fact that you were explaining all those different things, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I guess in Drones We Trust, because again, like the normal saying for that is in God We Trust, and I'm not particularly a godly person, Rick, as well, but it's interesting that artillery was initially seen as the god of war, right? That's what it's known as, particularly in the Soviet era of warfare. And I think it's been replaced now, the god of war, by drones. Drones really are, statistically, they are killing more people on the battlefield and wounding more people than artillery. Whereas earlier on in the war, artillery was responsible for sort of 80%, maybe even more, of battlefield casualties. That's now pretty much been replaced by drones, being somewhere between 2/3 and 80% of casualties now come from drones. So it's a god of war, and if you're Ukrainian, you've got to trust that god is going to be doing the business for you.
Thank you. I'm actually very happy that this one you like the most, and it plays along with your secularity, right?
Secularism.
By the way, we got a donation on that campaign already from Roland. Thank you, Roland. Roland G. I can of course say the full second name, but maybe you don't want it, Roland. Thank you for your donation. Guys, so how can you donate? Johnny put the link into the description of his stream, I guess.
And Cheryl's also put it on the live stream, so thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you, Cheryl.
She's a legend.
So yeah, guys, go there, read the description. We raising funds for 3 units right now. We need 3 trucks. 2 of them are going to be NAFO trucks. One of them is going to be for the 3rd Assault Brigade. I think this one will be delivered already this week, when the handover event will happen, and we already have money for this truck. But we only have to raise 2,000 euros to get to the 2nd truck. So guys, we actually have a chance with your help to do it today. So then we will also have to raise funds for the drone bus. Johnny, do you know about these NAFO drone buses?
Possibly. Do you mean like a van, a minivan, or an actual drone bus?
No. A minivan that has a working station in it for 2 or 3 people, like tables.
Yeah, talk us through what they're like.
So yeah, they have tables. They're inside, and monitors, so they can connect their laptops or just use the monitor, for example, for the drones instead of the tablets. I think it's also possible with some connectors. And that bus is more expensive. If the NAFO truck is 19,500 euros today, then that drone bus is 21.5. So it's 2,000 euros more expensive. So we're aiming for this one for 118th Brigade and also a Mavic 3T drone for them. So I think, probably put it for last. But I didn't tell you to which unit the 2nd truck, the regular NAFO truck, will go. It will go to 65th Brigade, 7 separate battalion. You can see the videos from the soldiers on that page. Probably Johnny is also scrolling through that. If he's not reading the chat, I don't know.
There it is. It is there.
Thank you.
On the screen for you.
So basically, we yeah, we already have the money for one truck. We're really close to get the money for the second truck, and in the next 3 to 4 weeks, we need to raise the remaining 25,000 euros. That's a big goal, but a lot of channels are already helping us, including you, Johnny. Thank you for also joining into promoting this campaign. We really have cool patches there, and we already have 250 donations being made to this campaign. 256 actually at this point, or maybe even more. Let me see. Yeah, I think 57 even.
258 is coming up with now. That's gone up 9 since I refreshed my screen. So that's good. That's obviously 9 people have donated since I put this screen up. So that's excellent.
Yeah. So I basically see.
There you go. So 258 there. It was 249. I refreshed it. 258. So that's really good news. Thank you to all those.
58. It did not even update
helped.
on my side. It's 257 here.
Yeah, that's because basically, NAFO know that I'm just a little bit cooler, and they like give me priority. They're just like,
it's not only you though, you know.
Let us give us a sense, Rick, of how people are feeling on the ground in Ukraine at the moment, because quite a lot's been happening recently. The US have sort of changed course a bit, but I've been a little bit disappointed. I was hoping that it'll be more than just selling stuff, that they'll be actually giving some aid packages from what's called Presidential Drawdown Authority, where they can give from their own stocks to Ukraine. That hasn't come, but it may at some point come. So I was like, there was a lot of excitement at the beginning with Trump saying, I'm going to make this big announcement. And then it's amounted to selling a bunch of stuff to Germany. And actually, we should be congratulating Germany and Denmark and all these countries that are now coming together to buy this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're the people we should be congratulating.
And thanking
so
also.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And also Ukraine needs some offensive weapons. Like, they need defensive weapons, of course they do. They need Patriots, of course they do. But they also need some help with striking Russian targets and other sorts of equipment. So like, it's like, yeah, good, okay, not quite as good now. I'm just like, you know, as the Ukrainians are under pressure, a lot of pressure in the Pokrovsk area, and things are looking pretty hairy there. I'm like I have been all this war, up and down, up and down, up and down. But tell me what people are feeling in Ukraine.
Oh man. Well, first of all, different Ukrainians are feeling different things, and what I can say, the front line is not crumbling, but it's not very good there. The problem is we lack people. We lack soldiers. And lately we lose a lot of territory. You probably noticed that in June and July we lost like too much territory comparing to the beginning of the year. It was pretty, like, more or less stable. But lately it's been speeding up there, especially on Novopavlivsky direction, and of course Pokrovsk from the side of Mirnograd. They're just going around Pokrovsk, and they are unfortunately successful there. And it's not like we, like Ukrainians, are fighting bad or not effective. The problem is Russians are outnumbering us, and I hear a lot of bad reports from the soldiers that the situation with tearing the units apart and sending battalions of one brigade to different directions, and even sometimes companies of one battalion to different directions, you see. And this is a big problem, and soldiers are also talking about the biggest problem. I don't know, Johnny, if you hear about this outside, but the biggest problem here that has been mentioned by soldiers is that there's a constant lie in the reports to the higher command on every level. So if, let's say, a company loses the position, right? That company will not tell to the battalion commander that they lost a position. They will lie and say that everything is under control, hoping to regain that position, to take it back in the next few days. But often it's not happening. And that lie has been transferred from a battalion commander to the brigade commander, and brigade commander and battalion commander, they're just clueless. And then it's been transferred higher and higher, and it is coming to our commander-in-chief, and he doesn't even know that some of the brigades is losing the positions. And it's totally not this is no excuse for any rank, for generals, for commander-in-chief, for lieutenants, captains, any rank should be saying the truth. But we have this Soviet tradition of really being scared of upsetting our superior, you see? In the army, this thing is really playing really bad joke on us. And unfortunately, this situation is something that we cannot do much about this. And people were trying. You know that amazing commander, the most decent one of them, Mikhailo Dropaty, who the first one in history of Ukrainian army resigned because he failed to accomplish one of the tasks. He resigned. We never had this. Not a single one of them had.
He resigned because there was a strike. There was an Iskander strike that took out a training ground, and he actually took responsibility for that. So he had been made. What had he been made? The Ground Forces Commander.
Yes. Yes.
So and then he actually said, "Look, it was a lovely. Not lovely is probably the wrong word. It's a really well put together sort of resignation message that he wrote, saying, look, this is unacceptable. I said that I had stopped this from happening. This happened and something went wrong, blah, blah, blah. But because he's a well-respected person, you know that you can't lose someone like that. So he was then moved back into his original command position. But that was really good to see someone actually accepting responsibility, even though that it probably wasn't really his fault. He was ultimately responsible for it. But that was good to see. But there are good commanders like him, and you know them because they're well respected by their troops.
You see, Jonathan, the problem is you in the West, of course, not everywhere, not every politician or bureaucrat or military commander, but it seems that you guys have this culture of taking the responsibility for the ministry or for the forces you are commanding, right? Or you are leading, you're taking responsibility. If there's some major fuck up, you resign. And we don't have this in history of modern Ukraine. You won't believe it, but we had no one. So this is actually a very big and encouraging moment that, yes, the situation did not turn out well, and he failed in accomplishing, not all of the tasks, but some of the tasks. And he talked about that in his resignation message. But he took that responsibility. And if more people will be inspired by that in the future, good commanders will be taking responsibility for the mess up of the forces that they are commanding. This will make our army much more honest and transparent, because we really lack this, and he was one of the kind. Unfortunately, in my opinion, on his position, he's not capable of reforming the army. And you see, he was not even capable of doing that by being the commander of ground forces, because it's a whole system that eats itself from the inside. You see, and it's not the soldier-centered system. That's the main problem. That's what he was talking about.
But what's interesting is that criticism is what's been leveled at the Russians by themselves as well for the whole course of the war. So it's really interesting, the whole lying thing and lying about how much ground that they've taken here on the Ukrainian side, you're saying that they're not telling the truth about how much they've lost. So it kind of it's the inverse. But the Russians have been accused of doing that for a long time, and their own sort of mill bloggers have been really angry about this, because it then means that they're reporting to their superiors that they've taken this land, and they haven't actually taken that land. And then the superiors say, right, now then you need to go and take this village. Well, they haven't even got the one before, so then they have to rush and take that one. And just like you're saying, like the Ukrainians have to then say Russians take it back because they've claimed that they haven't lost it. And so, it looks like that is a very similar thing, but I hadn't actually heard that criticism of the Ukrainians doing that. I have heard that a lot of the Russians doing that. So that is interesting to hear from.
Yeah. You see, the problem is, it's not a problem. It's actually a situation. We Ukrainians try to speak less about the problems in Ukraine,
of course, naturally,
because it may affect our support, right? The support from our partners. But the thing is, sometimes, first of all, I'm not very influential, and not that many people usually hear me, so I can afford to say that, to say these things, and I just sometimes. I have the need to be honest and transparent, this transparency thing that I have. So I like to speak about some problems that people don't hear about in the West. So, yeah, Johnny, I have a few other things to tell you. Did you notice the changes in the government that happened lately?
What, today? Yeah. I've been reporting on that quite a bit. As in the new prime minister, new defense minister, and new ambassador to the US to be. Yeah.
Do you realize that all of that is the same people? Same people from the same government, just being placed in, like, back and forth, like, just they are just changing the people. So it's all Zelensky's people. They are being on those positions for 6 years.
My read on it is it's to do with pleasing the Americans.
No, it's not only about that. It's also about pleasing the Ukrainians, because we have big problems with our Ministry of Defense right now. I don't know if you heard that in the West, but we have a lot of shady, like ineffective stuff going on the side of Minister of Defense Umerov. So he was like, you remember we had this shortage of FPV drones a few months ago on the front line, where soldiers were constantly reporting that there is a lack of shipments. Did you even hear about this, I wonder?
I heard one claim, because it's quite surprising, because I'd heard that the production scale of the Ukrainian drones was much higher than the Russians, and then I did hear one complaint that they weren't getting the drones. But then also you got to understand that happens. The front line isn't just one homogenous front line, right? The different units get priorities, and some are much better at getting equipment than others, and then so on and so forth. So anyway, I was thinking it might be part of that.
You see, the problem is there are two agencies in Ministry of Defense that are actually doing the work of signing the contracts, contracting, all of that. So those two agencies, they had a pause for a few months in their work, because Minister of Defense did not want it, like, the process to be transparent. And he wanted to hide some, like, questionable stuff. Our society, Ukrainian society, had questions to our Minister of Defense, like, where did this 20 billion hryvnias go? Can you please tell us how many of the drones were actually supplied from the contracted drones for 20 billion hryvnias? Okay? So what they did, they just ignored all of those requests from the press. So and if they had those drones supplied, or at least a significant part of those drones, they would definitely give us those numbers. They have something to hide. And that, unfortunately, is just ineffective management. of the contracting in the Ministry of Defense. What he then did, the Minister of Defense, he basically took, so these two ministries, look at this, Johnny, oh my God, this is like my camera zoomed in, but what I wanted to say that it's important, do you even need all of these details? Because I want to explain how it works.
Yeah. Please,
I'm just curious if it's an interesting stuff, because I like to also explain this to my community. So guys, what we have in Ministry of Defense, we have this DOT, Державний оператор тилу, so the state operator of the rear, it is called. It is meant to supply the army not with weapons, but with all the other stuff, like food, clothes, and any other supplies that our army need, right? So this one is called DOT. Next one, AOZ. So AOZ. Агенція оборонних закупівель, the agency of the defense buyings, let's call it this way. So this one were supposed to buy weapons specifically. So what Minister Umerov did, he how do you call that? He fired the director of the agency of the defense buyings. He fired her, and he appointed the director of the state operator of rear, a director of the agency of the defense buyings. So basically, he made one man the director of two organizations. He was the director of just one organization. He put his man at the top of both organizations, which was directly not recommended by our European partners who have their own representatives in the council that is overseeing the work of those organizations. So he did that thing, and all of that process, it damaged the contracting. Contracting was just not happening for 3 to 5 months. And this is why we had our soldiers receiving no drones, almost no drones. Of course, there were some drones, but they failed to supply the drones in the last few months because of that gap. And there's also a lot of shady stuff, like with big sums of money being just given to the border guard, billions of hryvnias, and not accounted into those two agencies or an organization. You see, is it understandable?
Mm.
So we have this big problem, and our society is already very mad at the Minister of Defense for all this shit that I just explained. And Zelensky is appointing the former prime minister as a minister of defense. Let's hope he's going to be working as a minister of defense and not as an ambassador. Because did you notice that Minister Umerov was mostly abroad? He was not managing the Ministry of Defense in Ukraine. He was meeting our partners. He was taking part. He was the head of the delegation in Istanbul. In negotiations with Russia. Like, what the fuck he was doing? Why our Minister of Defense was always out of the country doing the diplomatic work?
Yeah, well, see, this is a problem that actually kind of, because you need that as well.
Yeah, but we have Minister of Foreign Affairs for that.
Yeah. So Andriy Sybiha, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, but so you almost need like two defense ministers, because the defense minister needs to obviously coordinate everything in the country in terms of all the armed forces, but they also need to be getting as much kit for the armed forces as possible from abroad. And so so there is a value obviously to both of those aspects of the job, but then you're only one person with one amount of time. And so because it is so super important, basically Ukraine have to go around the world scrimping and scrabbling for stuff from every single nation. I mean, that is the job of
Yeah.
the Ukrainian foreign minister and defense minister. And so, yeah, I understand that, but then you've also got all the issues within the organizations in Ukraine that need to be solved.
Yeah, exactly. So he completely focused on the work of Minister of Foreign Affairs. Of course, he knows the defensive needs better, right, as a Minister of Defense. But the problem is, while he was focused on that, and I assume he succeeded in that because, look, well, Putin helped with that a lot, but Trump is already saying that he's going to be sending Ukraine some Patriots. That's a first good step. But anyway, while he was focused on that, the situation in Ministry of Defense got totally fucked up. Meanwhile, so this is why I think if our new Minister of Defense, Denis Shmyhal, former Prime Minister, is going to be working only as defense minister and not going to be like going around the world and well, scrapping weapons, as you say, right? Then it's going to be a progress, definitely, and we will see our Ministry of Defense working much better and more effectively. So I'm really hoping, and I think it's what it's going to be, because what Zelensky said, he didn't say he fired Umerov. He said that Umerov will be helping with Ministry of Defense in the United States. So he appointed the new Minister of Defense, but he kind of the old one remained, and the old one is going to be traveling to United States and dealing with all of that. So it's just like you said, we need two ministers of defense.
Yeah, that's interesting that you say that, actually. That's a good bit of information, because I didn't know what Umerov was going to do. I'd heard that he might be put in some kind of national security council, but that would make sense because he's got family connections in America anyway. And America's like really important, despite all the criticisms of the Trump administration. Like, getting the US on side is so vital for the Ukrainians. And so I think Denis Shmyhal going from prime minister to defense minister is good, like, in principle. Like, I probably don't know enough about Shmyhal personally, but those contacts and that experience he has of being the prime minister of Ukraine and taking that to the defense minister, I don't think that's necessarily a move downwards. It would be in any other country at any other time. But if you're at war, going from prime minister to defense minister is freaking important now. So if he can do that job, and if Umerov can then do the foreign part of that job with the US particularly, that's massively important. And then you've got Sviridенko, who you're obviously going to know way more than me here, but I get a sense that she's, from being the deputy prime minister to then becoming the prime minister, and also being at the head of the delegation, really, or one of the main people at the delegation for Istanbul and the negotiations with the Americans and the Russians. So she's got a lot of contacts and a lot of experience working at a high level to go into prime ministership, I think. So yeah, although you're saying these are all the same kind of inner circle group of people being moved around, I still think there's some sense to what has taken place.
You're right. I think it could be really beneficial, and I think Zelensky is doing this just to trying to appoint more effective managers on their places, and to find their best place. And I think he is trying to do the best thing here. Understandable. It's just, this a bit of frustration for us Ukrainians that instead of putting some new faces there and new, like, maybe talented young specialists who are there to change things, they are just like shuffling that people who are there for 6 years. Anyway, I will be optimistic in this, and I tell you that definitely Shmyhal is Shmyhal. What he, after all, his prime ministry for the last 3.5 years managed to keep country stable, and our institutions are working pretty well. I think, of course, it's not only him, but the big team, right? But still, we gotta be honest with ourselves and give him a credit for a pretty good result and stability of our country and institutions.
Do you know what? I think that's absolutely right. I mean, it's incredible that Ukraine is functioning in the way it is, given what it's been through. I mean, we take it for granted now,
Exactly.
but certainly from the outside. But it's absolutely astounding that Ukraine went from having Russians surrounding Kiev to now being effectively a functioning. Yeah, it's an economy on its knees. Of course, it is because of the war, but it is still functioning. There's money going all over the shop from all these different sources, and there's never enough, but then sometimes probably too much in certain areas. And it's just I don't know how. Like, I was thinking about the actual practicalities the other day of being in the finance department or whatever it is, like your treasury, if you like, and the amount of money that is going to Ukraine, but then all strings attached and having to repay this loan to these people, to the IMF, to the EU, to the US, because there'll be strings attached to so much money that's coming into Ukraine. People are maybe kind of in a sense throwing money at Ukraine, but they'll expect that money back largely. There's some of it will be granted, some of it will be in aid, but some of it, a lot of it is going to be loans that have to be repaid.
Yep.
And I just imagine what the freaking the ledgers are looking like for the Ukrainian bank accounts. Basically, there must just be so much stuff to keep a handle on what's going on in the Ukrainian treasury. It's just incredible.
And
it's be a headache.
In the last 3 years, I only heard once or twice about some of Shmyhal's fuck-ups or negligence, any of that. So it's not that bad. His reputation, I would say, is not that bad, at least for the last 3 years. I don't know what was happening before that, unfortunately. But another thing I wanted to mention is that Svirodenko's reputation is not that bad. There's nothing no scandals, no corruption cases against her, so this is also a good sign. We, for example, have another case. You've probably seen the new ambassador, still not an ambassador, but a representative.
Envoy,
Stefanishina.
The envoy, yeah.
Stefanishina was appointed. On the other hand, Stefanishina has the case opened for corruption here in Ukraine.
Right.
That's not a very good thing. But still, opened case is still not a proven case, right? So there's still and
innocent till proven guilty.
Yeah, let's hope she's going to be effective and she will convince Trump to give us F-35 boats. Atomic boats with tomahawks will be also pretty good, and a few atomic bombs will be fantastic.
Well, I shared this quote from Jimmy Rushton, who is a security analyst based in Kiev, and I thought this was a really spot-on quote from him. So he said, the moment that Trump was elected by the American people, the one job the Ukrainian government had was to minimize the damage Trump could do to Ukraine. And they're doing a relatively good job. Personal feelings about Trump are entirely irrelevant. And I think that's a really good point. So, you had the ambush of Zelensky in the Oval Office by JD Vance and Trump, and that was probably the worst point for the relationship. But essentially, the job of the Ukrainian government at the moment, vis-a-vis the United States, is to minimize the damage that Trump can do. And the fact that he's now turned around and is selling aid to Ukrainian allies is a good thing, is a good reflection of the job that the Zelensky administration have managed in the last sort of 6 months, because it's tough. The US is in such a weird place at the moment.
They did a great job. To be honest, this team, Zelensky, his team, the government and their team, they are doing an outstanding work in terms of the external relations, right? Yeah, they are really good, but
It's just managing the interior stuff that's difficult, right?
That is something that hurts for us Ukrainians, but we're not talking about that much because it's like it might be damaging for us, and for those who work effectively on the diplomatic front. So we don't share much of that hell that is happening inside. Anyway, sometimes we do. Johnny, I see the time soon will come to say goodbye.
Yes.
Let's maybe show the campaign once again to those people who joined the stream later.
Absolutely. I just wanted to show just a random thing here. Thank you to BME, who is in the chat, who got one of my mugs today. That's really kind.
Sorry?
One of my mugs, the NAFO mugs.
Ah, nice.
I'm just showing it on the screen at the moment. I just want to say thank you. Like, I'm not really trying to be spammy or anything or sell more merchandise. I'm more excited about the design of the patches getting out there. I mean, the cut I get on merchandise is minuscule, and it's expensive stuff, this merchandise. So I'm just really thankful when people do, like, I know John P here said I've been after one of JP's hoodies for ages. A couple of months ago I had a little spare cash, so I bought a hoodie and a cap. Been skint ever since. Feel gutted when I can't donate, so I'd much rather people donated, obviously, than got any hoodies. But I also love to see like ATP Geopolitics hoodies, just because that's kind of cool. I think I've won life when that happens. But anyway, more important stuff is the campaign at the moment. Let me get the campaign information up again because I'm on a different browser now. And we'll see. Have you managed to get any more donations since we've been talking?
I got 2 from the rollers, at least. Yeah, actually, Cheryl is your moderator, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so Cheryl is also a Tiplin philosopher, just like you. So not only a roller. So she donated 100 euros, saying next
Thank you,
thing.
Cheryl.
So glad to see Rick and JP together. 2 essential voices. Slava Ukraini. Героям слава. Thank you. Oh, wait, it was Kathy S. Sorry, Cheryl, it was not you.
Cheryl's like, I'm amazing. I'm so good. I haven't even donated and I'm getting
Anyway, thank you for moderation work there on JP's channel. And thank you, Kathy, for this donation. And Kaom, Mr. Kaplan, donated 300 euros. He's one of the rollers.
That's incredible.
Thank you very much. But I think also anonymously we had something from your guys. Maybe not. Guys, tell us if someone donated but kept it anonymous. Anyway, JP, I guess, may I read the super chat on your channel? I'm also checking your chat. It's BME, 5 Great Britain pound super chat. A little something for Ukrainian wine fund. Tea tastes great in the new ATP NAFO mug. Slava Ukraini.
Thanks, Bailey. What a legend. Thanks, mate. I really appreciate that. I'm going to say a few thanks, if I may, as well. Rick, thanks to Johnny Nevergard from Norway. Thanks for your support of the channel. Thanks to Kevin Forst, really kind gift of memberships, and Rick the Ukrainian. Some love given from Rick, so I'll be sending you some love as well. Thank you. That's really
Johnny. I just saw no one is gifting memberships, and I decided to lead by example. And you see, after that, Kevin Frost bought some. Forced.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's really kind. Thank you. So you are obviously doing all the things that you always do. You're still doing your coffee shop recordings, which I was privileged enough to be at one live when I was out in Kiev not too long ago. And then we also we didn't meet actually at the old Azov Free Azov rally.
Yeah, we were across the street
together. We were across the street. Yeah,
it was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm doing those. I'm doing the Free Azov stream every Sunday, And these days it's easier for Americans, for example, to visit it because now it's at 5 p.m. Ukrainian time and it's not the middle of the night for them. And yeah, we have amazing stories there. So guys, if you want to, if you don't know about this, these rallies are happening in Kyiv and other Ukrainian towns and cities every week, and we stand for our captives. But wait, Jonathan was making a report from there. You know about that. Anyway, I talk to people there. I do a live stream from there, and I hear some amazing, inspiring stories. So if you want to hear some someday, first of all, you may visit the stream. But secondly, I have a second channel called Rollin' with Rick, where we post clips from the Free Azov rallies of the most interesting stories. And to be honest, I would say 99%, okay, maybe it's too much, 95% of them are super interesting. And every Ukrainian who says, I actually have nothing to tell you, tells such a crazy...
Everyone's got a story to tell. Everyone's got experience of the war in some way, haven't they?
Yeah, and it's so cool, fantastic, and inspiring. It gives me a lot of energy, those Free Azov streams. Man, I also keep dubbing but interviews of Zolkin and Karpenko with Russian prisoners of war. And if I may share a link with you and you share it with your audience, because the last one was shadow banned and was watched like by around 5,000 people, comparing to the one before that one, which was watched by 50,000 people. So it's 10 times less people watched it. Let me send you the link real quick, and yeah, if you would be so kind to share it with rollers. So guys, this one, indeed, the one that was not watched by many people, might not be the most interesting one, but still, it perfectly shows the obedience of a typical Russian slave, and how they will just do whatever they are told. And I am sending this one to you, Johnny, finally. It's on WhatsApp, so you can share it in the chat if you want. So this video, but the previous one, the one before it, oh yeah, that one was pretty awesome, and that Russian soldier was super arrogant, and he was just, he was just very brazen and constantly trying to convince Zolkin that he's not right and stuff like that. So watch those.
Yep. Tell us, just I guess before we kind of end the stream, tell us what your main takeaways are from the prisoners who are interviewed. Are there any commonalities, or is everyone quite different? Do they all still support Russia overtly? Do any of them have some kind of understanding that they may be brainwashed, or whatever? What can you learn?
Of course, some of them do. You see, the problem is when they are given these interviews, they are only like in 5% cases being completely honest. Usually they are afraid of what's going to happen to them in Russia.
Right. Okay.
And that's what almost all of them, it's like 1 of 100 will be completely honest and will call Putin a war criminal and something like that. Sometimes it happens, but mostly they are just being silent. If there's something that they would like to agree with, but being afraid to agree with it, they will just be silent and not respond to the question, or just say like, yeah, like, and the thing is, there are always interesting details that are happening in the latest interviews, because I'm dubbing the old ones, because Zolkin is not allowing to repost the newer interviews, and they are getting instantly banned, and I'm not even risking to post them in any other platforms, because who knows, maybe they sue me because I'm a Ukrainian and they are also Ukrainians. So this may happen. But what I wanted to say, the latest interviews, there's one thing that is already proven a few times, that after the exchange, they're being sent to the front line right away. Russian prisoners of war are not being repatriated, and Russia is not following any Geneva Conventions. So they are just sending them right away as a cannon fodder to storm the positions again and again. And most of them don't survive the second time. It's really hard to survive it. You see, another thing, like Zolkin and Karpenko, mostly Karpenko, he's making conclusions about all Russians, like, you all are like either not smart or you don't have education, you were in prison, but it's just statistically, most of the Russians who are not dumb, they are not ending up in this so-called special military operation. It's just statistics, that mostly poor people who are completely choked by Russian system, they cannot go, they cannot avoid that. Johnny, may I ask you to show the fundraiser on the screen, because I distracted you at some point and we did not show it the second time, I guess. I mean the NAFER truck campaign, if you don't mind.
Yep, it's there. It's up there for you.
Thank you. So guys, once again, I ask you for your help. Me, my community, Starsky's community, Georgie's community from Ukraine Matters, Ukrainian Anna already helped us with this campaign. And we need your help because, unfortunately, the resources of our community are limited, and I think we almost reached our capacity, and we still need to raise almost, a bit less than 30,000 euros now. It's around 43% of the campaign still left to raise. So please donate, get the awesome patches. If you scroll down, Johnny, you will see patches in a bigger scale. Scroll down a bit. So there are 3 awesome patches that you can get for donations of 100 euros for each patch. In Drones We Trust, the one that is central in this campaign, and not just because it's standing between 2 other patches. And that's the main one for me. May the Borscht, by the way, man, I needed to point out that you see the transliteration of Borscht there.
I was wondering about that because I normally would have a T on the end.
Yeah, it's a Ukrainian one. There's no T there. We say borscht. We don't say T in the end. We don't even have it in our spelling. So it's actually a patch that already existed in NAFER truck campaigns. Sukamaimus was creating the same patch, just with a different pattern, and there was a letter T there. And I said, I want this patch, but with the Ukrainian spelling, okay? Let's do it. And 69 Sniffer Brigade agreed. They said, okay, maybe we just change it a bit. Let's add Yoda there. So they helped a lot with design, and it worked out pretty well. So guys, if you never tried Borscht, definitely try it. But if you tried it once, you are basically obliged to buy this patch, okay? I won't go that far, not obliged. But you would like to get it, of course. And the Patriot patch that continues the collection of the weapons that help us survive here in Ukraine. You see, Patriot system not just hit many ballistic missiles, but it also got down a few planes and helicopters on Russian territory. You remember those days, my friend?
I'm hoping that with the new Patriots being sold from the US, coming from Germany and Norway and Denmark and whoever else is funding them, I am definitely hoping that they are going to be able to move one close to the border or the front lines to be able to really take out some planes that are dropping the guided glide bombs. That's what I've been wanting for so long. Unfortunately,
Russians, I think, have taken down that system, the one that was hunting their planes. So it's a super dangerous.
Yeah, it's high risk. Yeah, high risk, high reward.
Mm-hmm. And the reward was pretty high, but unfortunately, I think there were some casualties, not only in the weapons, but also in people, and it's very sad. But it's war, and you see at war, not only the infantry are dying, everyone could be killed. You heard, Johnny, you 100% heard about the 110th Brigade commander being killed a few weeks ago by Russian strike. They take out our brigade commanders too, not only.
No, I don't think I did. Maybe not, actually, no.
Yeah, it happened around 3 or 4 weeks ago. He was a very good commander by the report of the soldiers. They respected him. He was not a Soviet type of commander. He was modern, and he was killed. So even a brigade commander can be killed. Russians are,
Yeah.
unfortunately, they are an effective army, and they can also reach their goals. We must never underestimate our enemy.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to show this tomorrow. I was just looking for it then. I've just found it. Iskander M with an airburst warhead took out the control station of a Ukrainian Lyuty drone team, as well as the Shahed strike on the launcher of a Lyuty drone. So these are the drones that the Germans are helping fund as well. That should be coming out soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it looks like, you know, a successful strike on those. And I've been wondering about that, actually, about how successful the Russians have been in taking out the launcher sites of things like the Lyuty, and so this makes sense that they have had some success.
Yeah, but once, because every time they have the success, they will definitely post a video. So that
that it's
says,
not widespread. Yeah,
that says that they were successful only once, and we all know how many of those drones were sent out and were hitting military targets on Russian territory. Unlike Russians, who are sending their ballistic missiles and Shahed drones on the civilian blocks. Of course, not only on the civilian blocks, they are also hitting the military targets in Ukraine. Don't be either naive or... I won't use the other word, but because Russians are striking our military production and military targets. They are
airfields
sometimes
as well. There's been a lot of concentration on airfields. I was just looking on that war vehicle tracker there. In fact, 16th, 17th of July. So that's last night. Large fire likely caused by Russian airstrike on Orikova airfield in Dnipropetrovsk there. So, you know, they are definitely focusing on the air infrastructure, both airfields and manufacturing facilities. So, the Russians are definitely, you know, causing the Ukrainians. It's not, you know, we mustn't just always focus on the Ukrainian successes. Understand that the Russians are doing a job on the Ukrainians as well.
And you know, unfortunately, the Shahed drones are being very effective lately, and they're using the different tactic. They are sending like 10 Shaheds almost at the same time at the same target, or 15 or 20 of them, and it's almost impossible to hit even half of them, and they're hitting the target. So I also wanted to quickly show one thing, Johnny. It's the badge that I have on the raffle this week. Have you ever seen this one?
No, I haven't.
So this is the badge of the 214th Separate Assault Battalion in the ground forces of Ukraine. And they have this boar. And why it is called OP4? Because OP is opposite and 4 stands for force. So it's opposite force, OP4. So I read that opposite force usually they call the team who is playing the enemy in the training. They call it the opposite force. And I wonder why they call themselves the opposite force. Anyway, it's a pretty unique one, guys. But I gotta ask JP if he's okay with me promoting my raffle on his stream.
Yeah, you do what you like, mate.
You guys can participate in the raffle by sending the donation to my PayPal, and you can find that one in the description of any of my videos or streams. It's an email. You buy one ticket for $10. You can buy as many of them as you want. We will raffle this one on Sunday stream, somewhere around Ukrainian midnight, maybe 1 a.m. of Monday. Yeah, that's what I just wanted to quickly mention.
And always worth reminding people that Rick is very transparent. You can see all of his He puts up all his funding information when he does his lives and whatnot. So yeah, he's a good one. So good stuff. Well, look, Rick, thank you very much for your time. Good luck with the NAFO campaign. Hopefully, some of the ATP team can help out with that. I know that I'm also asking for donations for my own campaign with Jiggers Paw, but always good to support each other here. So
yes, I need to mention this, guys. The link for that campaign, for Johnny's campaign in the ATP Geopolitics community, not only Johnny's, is the first one in the description of the stream. I put it there right away. So please donate to that one. 2, let's also support Johnny's fundraiser as they supported our fundraiser. Thank you. Friends, please help him. Johnny, what are you guys raising funds for with Zika?
So with Jiggers Paw, who are awesome. They're a Lviv-based charity, and we're raising funds for the 47th Brigade and Drone Lab, and basically different parts of the drones, and you can piece together drones and whatnot. So if you go to atpgeo.com/donate, you can find out more about that. But for mainly today is about your NAFO campaign and getting that some serious momentum. So
thanks.
Happy days.
Thank you very much.
Cool.
Johnny,
well, look, mate.
It was really cool to catch up. Let's do it in maybe a month, not in half a year.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, mate.
Okay.
Well, look, are you continuing this stream? If I come off, are you continuing, or are you ending as well?
I'm continuing for only 5 minutes because I want people to go and watch the video from the soldier that I have in 5 minutes. So
I won't say goodbye to people on your behalf, but I'll say goodbye to my team. Thank you so much, everybody, for supporting. It's incredible supporting both this channel personally, keeps the lights on, but also more importantly, the campaigns that we've got going, particularly Rick's NAFO campaign. It's a big old campaign, and it's very worthy. NAFO do an amazing job, and so does Rick. So appreciate you. Take care, buddy. Last words to the audience.
I am really grateful for all your support, guys, that you provide to Ukraine through any fundraisers, any reliable fundraisers, like Jiggers Paw, like 69 Sniffer Brigade, and, any others. I'm not going to be mentioning myself because I also do it through PayPal. By the way, I forgot to tell you, if you buy tickets for the patch, all money will go for the car for Sofia from 525th Battalion. We're raising funds for the car. So whenever you're buying tickets, you're actually not buying anything. You're sending a donation, and that donation gives you a bonus as the tickets. That's it. I'm not not selling anything here. I'm just gathering donations and motivating you with some cool patches and flags. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Thank you once again, everyone who is watching on Johnny's side here, for your support, help of Ukrainian people, and most importantly, Ukrainian army. I definitely need to do more streams with Johnny because he's a great interlocutor, and I like to share some stuff with him, and I like when he shares some stuff with me. So let's do it more often.
For sure,
Johnny.
For sure,
Thank
mate.
you.
For sure.
Live
okay,
long.
well, take care, everybody. You take care, Rick. Big love.
Yeah, and live long, prosper, and donate.
And on that note, live long, prosper, and
donate. Bye, Johnny. Hugs to you. I'm leaving.
Cool beans. You take care, buddy. I've stopped my stream, but big love to your audience. Big love to you, my man, and speak to you soon.
Thank you. Thanks, Johnny. Bye.
Cheers, man. Bye.
Guys, we have only 2 minutes now to make 2 donations to the NAFO truck campaign from Rollers Fund, and then go watch the video from Mickey. I'm gonna pin the link into the chat. Give me a second. I need to be quick, really quick. So Mickey sent me a video that is 6 minutes, and I just added 2 more minutes. So it's gonna be mostly him speaking. It took some time and help of one of my volunteers to create the subtitles for this one, because 6 minutes is pretty long and a lot of work for the subtitles. So guys, I also want to ask you to buy tickets for the patch and send donations to my PayPal. Yes, we raised $609 today already on the stream, and we reached the goal, but it would be awesome if we had 1 or 2 more donations. Thank you. So here's the link. I'm gonna pin it right now. Pinning it. Great. Let's go see who is next in the list for the Rollers Fund Rollers. I think Pat Chellin and Kenty Loudon. Yeah, okay. But actually there's also Mac. Well, anyway, I'm doing Kenty and Pat Chellin, and then I'll get to the other people later. Thank you. So, next one is Kenty. I'm not sure I have Kenty's email. I should have his email. Yeah, I should. Give me a second, I'll find it real quick. No, there's no email. That's kinda not that funny, so not Kenty. Okay, I need to shut this thing up, I mean the music. Only 1 minute and 37 seconds left. Okay then, Pat Chellin. Let me find Pat Chellin's email real quick. Yes, found it. Great. Easy peasy. Here's Kenty's email. Thank you very much, Nikki. Let me finish with Pat Chellin first, and then do the one for Kenty. Okay, 1 minute and 7 seconds left for me to do this. I won't be in time. I won't be there in time. But you know what? I'm gonna figure something out. Okay, write us a comment. Patch for Pat Chellin. Next, PayPal. Donated to the NAFO campaigns. Slava Ukraini from the UK. Thank you very much, Backlaw. Thank you. Okay. Logging into PayPal right now. Luckily you don't see it, because there's some personal information there, you know. Not that much of it, but still. Okay, this donation is being made right now. Great. Thank you for donating to 69 Sniffer Brigade. So this donation was done. Well, great to see Mickey again. I think the video has started already. Yeah, Rick is explaining there. You know what, guys? I'm not going to be stopping the stream. It's only 8 minutes. Let's go there and watch it together, okay? You follow the link, leave the stream right now, and then come back to the stream after the video ends, okay? And I'll finish everything properly and say goodbye to everyone also properly. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go watch that one. There, not here. I'm gonna stay here alone, okay? 13 people only went there for now. Okay, I can actually turn on the sound, so it might be.
Привіт, ролери. Я Мікі з Химери. Якщо хтось пам'ятає, хтось не пам'ятає. Всім бажаю здоров'я. І ось таке коротеньке відео знімаю для того, щоб пояснити, розказати усім, куди поділися гроші. Ось, завдяки вам усім було зібрано 3 збори ми відкривали, 2 по 70 тисяч та 1 по 50. Ось, що ж нам вдалося було закупити з цих коштів. З першого збору на 70 тисяч, який ми закрили 7 березня орієнтовно, Ми закупили RX на керування 2.4 у кількості 100 штук, TX у кількості 5 штук. TX це приймачі на керування. Ось ми відремонтували певну кількість обладнання з цих грошей, а саме кілька екофловів, кабелі на керування Mavic, антени Alien Tech, оскільки перед тим у нас трапилася була халепа, і у нас велика кількість майна була в той день згоріла. Ось, і на цьому, на жаль, 70 тисяч закінчилося, оскільки самі RX потягнули досить хорошу суму. По цьому збору усі чеки є у Ріка, він прикріпить посилання і ви зможете там переглянути по витратах за цю ситуацію. Також там було багато розхідників такого типу, як стяжки, ізолента, армований скотч. Ось. І за що дуже сильно дякую кожному, хто долучився до цього збору і продовжував нас підтримувати у наступному, який ми закрили 24 березня. Це була друга частина одного великого збору, скажімо так, на 140 тисяч, але тоді ми вирішили з Ріком, що ми його просто розділимо на дві частини. Так буде простіше і швидше. Ось, з другого збору ми ремонтували автомобіль. У нас потягнула ціна ремонту автомобіля у нас потягнула майже 21 тисячу. Ось зі збору, тому що, на жаль, в умовах експлуатації Курщини потягнуло дуже багато поломок було, які були на той момент критичні, їх потрібно було швидко вирішувати. Також з цих коштів ми відремонтували ще декілька екофлоїв, тому що техніка, на жаль, не витягує того об'єму роботи, який на неї покладено. Відремонтовані були ретранслятори, знову ж було докуплена частина приймачів керування на 2.4 ГГц. Маленькі коротенькі відео ми з цього приводу були знімали і також передавали були Ріку. Також дякую усім, хто долучився до цього збору. Усі чеки по витратах є у Ріка, і він прикріпить, я так розумію, до цього відео. І третій збір, який закрили ми були 10 травня на 50 тисяч, ось з якого також було закуплено обладнання для ретрансляторів, тому що дана техніка є досить ніжна і тендітна, і часом суміжні підрозділи, на жаль, допомагають її знищувати. По незнанню думають, що це висить ворожий дрон, насправді це висить наш ретранслятор, але хлопці хвацько достають свої автомати-кулемети і починають їх збивати. На жаль, така ситуація також трапляється. Ось, але в більшості обладнання просто не витягує об'єму задач, який на нього покладений. І такі деталі, як відеоприймачі, які були з цього збору закуплені, антени на прийом відео.
Martin Bissig, there was no video because I asked everyone to go watch directly the premiere and not stay here. So now I'm turning off the sound to encourage you go there. Well guys, I did not make it in time to the premiere, but I ask you to go watch this video and read the subtitles because Mickey is telling important stuff there in this video. And I'm actually, those who are watching there by the link can actually read it themselves right now, but 19 people still went there. It's good. Good to know that some people went there and they are watching the premiere right now. Please help me get to at least 100 likes on this video. It took a lot of time yesterday I worked for 3 hours on this video. Just imagine how much editing with all these receipts, and all the additional parts, how much time it took and how much work it took. And it took 3 hours yesterday and then an additional hour today. And as you can see, I'm not in the best shape, so please watch this one, everyone. Yeah, you see Rick is finishing up there. You'll leave a comment for Mickey and the guys from Chimera, including El Greco. I'll ask them to watch it. And this is the raffle item this week, the patch of 214 separate assault battalion of 4, which is abbreviates like opposing force, sorry. And it has a boar on it. Pretty unique patch, so buy the tickets for it, please. And let's keep rolling together to our victory. Please also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Subscribe to the second channel, Rollin' with Rick, and check the previous fundraiser report here. Thank you guys for everything you do for our soldiers. I really appreciate this support, and they also do, believe me. Live long, prosper, and donate, and Slava Ukraini. Heroям Slava, Rick. So guys, here it was, the video that I wanted to show you, and please, everyone who's watching the stream right now, watch the video after if you didn't watch it right now, and give it a comment, a like. Let's get to at least 100 likes there, because it's really hard these days to get to 100 likes there. While that premiere was active, I donated the last one. I made the last donation. It was I redirected the email to Canty. So we got patches. We got 7 patches today. The whole sum is $812. So for $812, we got all 7 patches. So you see, we don't have enough money for the 8th patch, because 812, 888.45 minus and 812, it leaves us with $76.45, right? Let me check it. Yeah, $76.45. 76.45. That's what we have in Rollers Fund Rollers right now. It would be cool to get money for a few more patches there. So I ask you to contribute to that one too, but our focus and priority is the car for Sofia, and the second fundraiser is, let me show you, is the net gun for 65th Brigade this week. We need to raise, of course we won't raise money for all of them, but at least something. So a lot of people did not come back to the stream after the premiere. Maybe I was confusing people and they thought that it's all for today. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for being here today, for donating today, for buying super chats, gifted memberships. It really is very appreciated by me. Thank you. Thank you, and you know that I was in both simultaneously. I know that many of you did it this way. So guys, I really need to go and treat my throat a bit, and also my temperature, I guess. I mean fever. And tomorrow, I told you that in the evening, at least, I will have to, not have to, I want to go to the concert of Korhane Agregat, one of the favorite bands of mine. So, thank you. Nikki, feel better and have fun at the concert. Thank you. I really hope my fever and throat will not be making it hard for me to have fun. I really hope you feel better soon, Rick. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, everyone. Honey lemon ginger tea. Yeah, I actually need to drink more tea because I was drinking a lot of water lately, but totally neglecting the tea. Okay, let's finish. So, guys, I did almost everything I wanted today. Of course, there's always some news that I just don't have time to discuss with you, but the most important things I've done. By the way, guys, today is Stefan Bear's birthday. He invited me to a celebration, but of course, I can't risk to infect them with this virus, or it might not be a virus, but an infection. So, unfortunately, I told him I cannot come. Rest up before go and wish we could go with you. Hope it's a great concert. Thank you, Cass. Someday, some of you will definitely visit some of them with me. By the way, Kenty Ludden visited the concert of Kurhane Agregat with me. Or was it the White Ward? I'm not sure. One of those. I hope you can sleep well tonight and have a great day tomorrow. Thank you very much, Sally. I'll do my best. Okay, guys. Love you all. Thank you for being here once again today. Great conversation with Jonathan Pierce. Good fundraising. $609 on PayPal and $120 on the base. And great conversation. Thank you. Yeah, please give Stefan happy birthday message in the comments to any of his videos or videos of Bear Battalion. He will definitely notice that, or Colin will notice and tell him, so you can congratulate him. And I need to congratulate him. And he asked to send a donation as a congratulation to his NAFA truck campaign, so I'm planning to do that too. I want to donate something, maybe not that big, but still gonna be honoring his wish. Okay, rollers, love you all and see you on Sunday. Live long, prosper, and donate. And Slava Ukraini. Bye.